Liga Adarna Season 3 Women Rising, and we're gonna be your shoutcaster. I'm Napz, and together with me is Vittorio PH.
Yes, and grabe yung mga matches na nakita natin going into this third series. In the first series, syempre next play Napz clinches the win, and in the second series, it's Team Lugihami. So tingnan natin kung ano yung may expect natin going into the series 3. Because definitely maganda na naman yung match natin because it's gonna be DR Hellcats
versus going against LNG. Pero yun nga last game na namin yun kasi win by default na yung Finesse Sultana. Nag-no-show dito guys yung RTZ underrank at
Yeah.
So
Actually,
this is gonna be our last game.
Yeah, actually it's win by default.
Ayun.
Pero eto na. Actually, before we start the game, syempre pasalamatan natin yung ating mga sponsors. Yeah, syempre, Liga Adarna Season 3 Women Rising is co-presented by Smart Communications Incorporated, powered by ePlayment Entertainment. So, syempre, Smart Communications Incorporated is the Philippines' leading wireless provider, and that's not all. The best types of wins in life are meant to be shared and experienced together with friends. With Smart Double Giga Games, subscribers get 2 GB games every day for League of Legends Wild Rift, Call of Duty Mobile, Mobile Legends, and FB Gaming. They can double up on building their skills for good games and good times with friends. That's Double GG with Smart Double Giga Gamers. Subscribers can register by downloading the Giga Life app and, of course, dialing *123# and choosing Double Giga.
Yes, thank you naman dyan, Vittorio PH. And nakita nyo naman yun guys, you can actually download the Giga Life app in Apple Store and Google Play para naman ma-register nyo na yun. Yung bagong pagandang ginawa ng Smart is that you can actually watch FB Gaming pag na kayo mag-rank games, pwede kayo manood ng favorite streamer nyo. And also, yun na masasabi ko dito, exciting games for our last game, which is the DR Hellcats. Alam niyo naman yan. Kung nanood kayo ng solo recap, guys, nakita niyo naman kung paano din sila nanalo against NXP. Magkikita-kita naman sila dito sa Liga Adarna. But bago ang lahat, ang kanilang kalaban dito is the LNG. This is my first time to see LNG actually, this team. So excited ako kung ano yung maibibigay nila. And also, nagantay na tayo mag-start ng game. And shout out to everyone who also stayed here. Nagsimula tayo mag-stream, simula lunch. And now we're down to 3 p.m. na actually. Na nandito pa rin kayo supporting the female teams ng Wild Rift. Yan ang gusto nila. Yan ang maganda sa community natin. Diba? Nagsusuportahan tayo kahit sa all gender, even the female team. Talagang yun ang pinapakita dito ng community ng Wild Rift. Kaya naman very excited na ako. Bam, nakalimutan ko lang yung yung 6-man din ng DR Hellcats. Ang lakas yung
816.
816 si Rox. Si Rox, grabe yung ultimate secret weapon din ng DR Hellcats dito. Grabe yung pinakita nila dun sa last tournament nila. And for sure, I'm expecting mas madami silang improvement. Nakita nyo na ba yung last vlog na? Actually, may vlog sila dun sa sa page nila. Panoorin nyo yun guys, nilulublog nila yung mga teammates nila sa pulbos.
Yes. So, ako kasi hindi kasi manonood ng mga ibang babae. So, agad loyal.
Supportahan lang naman yung community natin.
Support naman ako pag tuwing tournament. Siyempre, pag nanonood ako, di ba? Siyempre, nagagalingan naman ako sa mga
okay. For the correction, guys, ang nanalo pala dito is the RTZ underrank Athena at ang na-default dun is the Finesse Sultana.
Yes.
No, nagkabaliktad pala. Sorry.
Yeah, very sorry.
Pasensya na, God bless.
Pero at least na-correct nyo. At least kung nagkamali ka, dapat i-correct.
Ganun. Okay.
Mga hindi ko sinabing ikaw.
Ganyan naman ako guys, madali ko naman i-correct yung sarili ko on cam. On cam lang.
Pag off cam, delikado. Alam mo, very
Harmonic
excited.
and shots lang.
Excited na ako kasi dito sa tournament natin na makikita natin na pwede magtuos ulit ang DR Hellcats
and let's play.
Kasi alam naman natin na yung tagisan ng galing ng both.
Oo, actually sa Solari nga, I thought na mananalo talaga yung NXP. Pero nakabawi ang DR Hellcats. Pero anyways guys, hindi na tayo sa draft. Ibibigay na natin sa not other Sh1n Boo with one for an eye. Bonk links. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. DR Esports is actually the running champion no ng Solaris Summit All Girls Tournament no. One of the recently concluded All Girls Tournament then. And now they are actually fighting ano ang team ulit? Sorry. LNG, no? Quite the new team for this, no? Sa female scene din ng Wild Rift, no? And yeah, DR Esports was the one known to actually decode or mahanap yung parang solution against the strength of Next Play Tempest, which is Chubby, by running a composition which is all melee, no? Rolling a Diana on that. And interestingly, they are allowing the Diana to pass up, no? They're passing up on the opportunity for that Diana. And actually, I'm tinitingnan ko ulit yung running bands dito, no? So, Sh1n and Vi, no? Sh1n and Vi yung band dito ng DR. You don't want that kind of pick-up comps, maybe because they will be rolling with Janna. And this one, I'm not so sure. Ezreal, pero yun kasi, they're eyeing also on the Saya, kaya pala nagme-make sense yung Sh1n and Vi. Akali and Ziggs naman, para sa side dito ng LNG, no? So, para sila kayo pala doon sa Ziggs comp din, no? But here on DR, they are planning on still rolling kahit walang Ziggs ng Camille and even the Galio. All they need is to add a little bit more damage for that na para maging kompleto si Ricardo yung running lineup nila. And they decided that they want, this is very interesting, they want an all-up now. And that can be played for the jungle or even for the solo lane. At natin gusto member dito ng DR Esports, that's actually of Jones DR sa solo lane. Tapos kasunod din sila A16, sila Rogue DR, mga kaibigan. Whereas LNG, they will approach this game with something more Dragon, okay? Dragon-oriented composition. Shyvana. Now, Shyvana is actually very, very specific. It is actually run by teams who memorize yung clear speed ng Shyvana sa Dragon, such as Omega Esports. And you don't see so much of a Shyvana right now. There's even a running opinion para sa mga junglers na bakit pa daw ni-nerf si Shyvana, hindi na nga siya napipili rin in competitive. Pero para yun sa PH meta. Also running a Tristana dito. I'm not so sure. Minus the Diana and the Gragas pick, I feel like yung pick dito ng LNG runs a lot of risk. Nakakapang-alala. They don't get the scaling that they want. They don't have that early damage that should be. Even in the form of that Diana, kailangan mga bandang mid-game pa. Hindi naman laging libre ang Diana dito. Not to mention, kung di niya nakuha yung kanyang cooldowns, kung di niya pa nakuha yung proper cooldowns sa yung resets niya, or even kapag wala pa nga yung ROA timers, or even hindi pa nga halfway din yung scaling ng ROA niya, hindi ganun ka-threatening yung Diana. Hindi pa ganun ka-super threatening yung Diana eh. Kailangan makapag-buy time dito. Yun ang sure para sa side ng LNG if they really want to get into this game. You got a Tristana, you have a Shyvana. If you lost your first Drake, if DR Esports secures the first Drake here, medyo lista mo na. DR Esports will be in a very, very nice position in taking the win for this game. Pero look at the roster of LNG. It's quite competitive then. Well, we will know, mga kaibigan. Right now, we are loading up into the game. I'm really curious how LNG will crawl through and get back into this game. Also, natutuwa lang ako na nagbabalik si Lulu sa running meta. Not just because it's just yung mga naging mains ko dati, but also it is expected given that there's a higher emphasis to the lanings right now and in winning your lane. Without further ado, guys, we are back into the game. We're officially back into the game, and this is it. DR Esports, or DR Hellcats rather, DR Hellcats versus Team LNG.
Yes, thank you for the wonderful analysis sa pinaka-idol nating Voclinks of the world.
Of the world. Diba? Of the Philippines.
Pero yan, nakita natin dito, DR Hellcats, syempre, we know that this is a very top contending team. They showed a lot of promise, especially in the tournaments that they participated on. So, malalaman na natin dito, they cleared fast onto the middle para to go for an invade. Kasi usually ang ginagawa ng ibang teams dito, they forgo the waves in the middle and then tsaka sila nag-i-invade. Pero dito kasi makikita mo na alam na agad na DR Esports is gonna go for the red buff. May info sila dito and hindi na kaya mag-push.
And you know, yun yung maganda. Sobrang smooth ng invade nila doon because hindi nga na-anticipate dito ng LNG. I'm very curious ng LNG, diba? Na hindi natin nakita. LNG dito, hindi nila na for blue buff as well. I think hindi mo contest dito ng hindi, alam ko pa naman na depende pa when it comes to buff and you're not gonna risk it. Might as well just give it to the side of the DR Hellcats kasi lahat sila dito up actually dito and they're going to pay for that scuttler which is a good thing for a vision para lang hindi ka magang and plus 120 gold din yun for an early start ano ng mga jungler.
Well, you're seeing a 3-1 station coming in for the Hellcats. So, the best way here is yung marksman mo onto the Dragon Lane. Support should always starting in the middle para mag-gauge mo kung anong klaseng rotation ang gagawin ninyo dito. And dito kasi, feeling ko yung LNG is not reacting well to what DR Hellcats is doing. Yes, lamang na lamang dito si Tristana in terms of the harassment and also the damage that he's being able to deal on that Galio, but at the same time, nalulugi kasi dito is going to and also Gana na may hirapan sila for those exchanges. Skylar is already very, very behind. He doesn't have the red buff, he doesn't have the blue buff, so definitely it's going to be a very, very slow start for the side of LNG. And makikita natin dito, that-translate dito yung gold. 1.3k already in the gold lead.
And I definitely agree na hindi sila nag-check kung ano ba yung strategy na ginagawa dito ng DR Hellcats because delay na delay dito ang isang Shyvana. For me, dapat talaga nag-rotate na dito si Lulu and helping the jungle since nakapag suba na naman dito si Tristana. And knowing that DR Hellcats, once nakita nila na hindi ka pumaplag sa ginagawa nilang more aggressive. You know, this is the only start kasi 3 minutes on the clock na dyan. In DR, they're going to take a pick up here. There's going to be a dead rush onto the side of the BR lane. They wanted to get that Gragas. Here comes then DR going in with the ultimate of that Camille. Mamamatay na ba ang isang Gragas dito? For out to the behind, we have Oreo here trying to zone out Bambi DR, but they couldn't. Kasi yung aggressiveness ng DR Hellcats dito, they can actually just go for a reset or just push the top turret.
Yes, looking up here, DR Hellcats secures first blood and grabe naman. At kasi raining most of the time medyo very, very behind yung moves ng LNG. And that doesn't really translate well for them, especially the first dragon is the Infernal Drake.
Yup, this is an important Drake. Yan nga yung sinasabi ni Kuya Vittorio na singerist na. The songerist na si Drake. And DR Hellcats is actually starting this. It's gonna be aggressive. For me, they have to contest this kasi nakikita naman natin dito na ba ang Infernal Drake nagbabawas dun sa DR. So this is the time for them to actually contest. Dahil nagkukumpulan dito yung DR is for look at that crowd control from that Jana. Pumasok dito ng isang ship. Alam naman natin na is-flip siya sa buff. Pero yung isang gala that is gonna be a double kill for the DR Hellcats. Walang nag-follow up doon sa Shyvana.
I do agree, but at the same time, wala na rin kasing capability because ang galing nung ginawa doon ni DenDR. Pinatama niya yung Tempest niya on a 3-man knock-off. So, kahit anong gawin mo doon, nakita na nila. Alam na ni Shyvana. Even if he tries to get out of the way, may mahuhuli pa rin sa kanyang members, which is the Lulu and Tristana. Maybe risking was already the best possible outcome for her kasi malay mo na makahira ng damage niya, but at the same time Diana was out of place. And alam mo, dun sa mga situations na yun, once na trinay niyang tumakas, ma-expect ultimatum ka na lang.
The thing about is, ang tagal nila kasing nakatayo doon. So, naka-crowd control na sila dahil. I'm telling them, I mean, kung naririnig nila ako, dahil delay naman to, they really need to contest that because dependent ang Shyvana sa mga buffs and it was really too late for them. Kailangan nila magkaroon ng confidence, you know? Especially on the early game. Sunod-sunod yung objective dyan. Ngayon, magkakaroon na ng Herald, nakita natin yung aggression na ginagawa doon ng Saya and ni DenDR para lang naman makapag-push sa top turrets. Hindi nahihirapan dito ang DR Hellcats. Actually, they're going for the Tribe Rush again. But they're just scouting in kung nasan ba dito yung LNG. Herald, this time, we have to contest this again. take it or leave it. But nakikita naman natin doon, nakapag-push si Galio onto the middle lane. Nandito na din ang isang Lulu and as well as the Shyvana. Let's see if they can actually push this through kasi naubos agad yung Herald.
Yes, sorry to say, but that is gonna be a very, very bad play. Andyan na yung Herald and then nag-back pa rin si Gragas. That is not a really good timer to go back. Kasi as much as possible, if there is gonna be an objective that is gonna spawn at least 20 seconds on the clock, meron ka pang oras makabalik, nagbaback ka na papunta sa base. Para pag once you go to the objective clash, meron kang gamit at the same time full health ka.
Yes, the thing about Wild Rift is you need to be mindful with the timer. Yung oras nandun sa gitna, napaka-importante yan kasi dun mo makakalculate if you really need that reset. Kasi nakita naman natin, it's only 7 minutes and the second tier turret na napupusha dito ng DR Hellcats. They're just doing a lot of objective here. There's gonna be an aggression. No, that's Arif Herald. Ito ganun nakikita.
Yes, and the dragon is gonna be spawned by the Shyvana, but that's not gonna be enough. Then alam natin, they are already very, very behind on the gold, and as we can see in the gold lead, it's very, very barreling down to the side of DR Hellcats, and there is no answer from LNG. Most of the rotations, talagang DR Hellcats is dictating every play in this game. Walang makita pang sagot on the side of LNG just because of the first, on what happened on the first. Shyvana was deprived of the gold that she needs as early as that. And this is gonna be very, very difficult. Mabuo pa lang siya ng Guardian Angel, pero there's already a dragon and also the turrets down onto the top lane. Definitely hindi na nila kaya mag-contest going for the next Dragon Clash. Kung kaya nila patagalin, kailangan nila patagalin para ma-equalize yung gold. Siguro sa late game lang.
Kailangan nila ng pasensya para the energy of Lugiyami team. Bigyan nyo ng energy dito ang LNG. Kasi kailangan nila ng patience dito dahil lahat ng objectives are getting to the DR Hellcats. And nag-snowball sila ng todo-todo dito. Tama yung sinabi ni Kuya Vittorio, it's gonna be hard for them to actually contest this. Ayan na, pinasok na nga with the ultimate of that Camille. Sunod-sunod na yan with the ultimate as well from that Galio. Napapa-disengage ang team ng LNG with that wild growth for that Lulu. Pero hindi pa rin talaga makakasurvive ang isang Gragas. Mamamatay pa rin siya dahil grabe yung damage dito na binibigay ng DR Hellcat. And it's a wiped out.
Yes, it's a wiped out. Sabi nga ni Julian Napz. And sabi ko nga sa'yo, the gold already spiraled down to the DR Hellcats. This is a team na hindi mo gustong mag-barrel down and also to tank most of the game. Kasi alam naman natin na when you give them the lead, hindi nila mahirap pabitawan sa DR Hellcats yan. We all know from their past experiences in the tournament. And looking at the screen, tingnan mo naman yung mga gold coming in from the carries. Galio 9K, 8-3 on that Olaf, 8-5 on that Camille. Yeah, medyo behind dito si Isaiah, but it doesn't really matter kasi ang kalaban nila only has 5,000 gold, 4,000 gold. It doesn't really matter in the contest of strength.
Yup, yung strength talaga na ginagamitan dito ng DR Hellcats. Alam mo na talaga yung strategy nila eh. Ang bilis nila mag-rotate. You know, yung invade, yun actually sa kanila ko nga nakita yung invade yun sa very smooth yung opposing team and to the objective. Ganun pala mag-invade ang DR Hellcats. And yes, this is gonna be my second time kasi na i-cast sila. Pero kung nanonood ako lagi doon sa mga tournament sila, si Jones talaga, isa siya sa active na BR lanes. Even though nag-split ko siya, kaya niya i-calculate yun. Kita naman natin dito, one growth for that Galio, pero hindi pa rin kinakaya yung damage dito ng DR Hellcats. Mabilis na ubos doon ng isang Shyvana. At sunod-sunod na naman dito isang Gragas. At mabubuhay lang ang Lulu. Even though for that sustain na ginagawa ni Lulu for that wild growth, hindi pa rin kinakaya yung damage dealt na binibigay ng DR Hellcats dito.
Yes, definitely. Pag nakita natin dito, this is a one-sided massacre. LNG really needs to do better. They need to react onto what DR Hellcats is doing, and I think I can say that this maybe is a cold game just because of the 20k gold lead at the 11-minute mark.
Yep.
Asan na yung food mo lang?
We are very, very substantial very, very substantial yung gold lead na coming there. So,
Yes, love.
yeah,
Ubus na ang food ko, love. Ako na ang sasagot nun for Ate PB. But nakita naman natin the love is in the air for the DR Hellcats because look at that damage from that Saya. She doesn't need any support there. She's just doing a lot of pokes and yun nga, saan na niya natutunan dito. Actually, dalawa lang sila nandun sa middle lane and they can actually dominate it. But another shoving lanes dun sa magkabilang lane which is si Jones DR nandun sa may DR lane plus the Olaf which is Bambi na nag-shove lang para makapag-push ng inhibitor turret. The pressure is on.
yes, definitely the pressure is on. You only need maybe 2 or 1 members sa each lane para ma-maintain yung mga pushing lanes sila. And wala na sila magagawa dito. They have the Baron buff and they are very, very well fed. They have a lot of gold and nakita natin doon. The explosive cast is gonna be used to position. The Hextech ultimatum is gonna be used, but the Nexus clock is gonna ensure DR Hellcats wins that round 1 of the best of 3 series. Tingnan natin kung kaya pa ng LNG, pero tingnan natin yung comment ng ating pinakamagaling na Bone Plates analyst na si Sh1n Boo with 1 for a knife.
Yeah, 1 for an eye. Ang tagal na niya sinasabi yun, te.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back dito sa Analyst segment natin, 17-0 Analyst. Okay, right now, if you look into the graph, silipin niyo yung graph dito. It's a one-sided graph. Let's look into the graph. It's so one-sided, man. Like we mentioned kanina, sa drafting pa lang, if you lose the first DR for that game, there is no fighting chance, in my opinion. It's a very risky comp. All you need to do, the thing about the Tristana is that the Tristana scales actually onto the 3rd core item, not even on the 2nd core item. No, hindi pa ganun ka-ready talaga si Tristana dito. This pops towards. Yes, super enchanted yung Tristana. Unless complementary damage yung role talaga ni Tristana dito, then that is good. That is capable. Pero if you're dealing with hard engaged champions, so if you look into the charts, if you're dealing with hard engaged champions such as the Olaf, Camille, Galio, I really doubt no na magkakaroon ng free hit yung Tristana dito. And like we mentioned, you got female Petale on the Diana. Napaka-rewarding mapili talaga ng Diana. Even Queen DR dito has the freedom of his life on getting the free hits that she wants despite the Diana facing her doon sa may bandang dulo. Again, totally expected. Kasi nga, ano talaga, onto the lanings, no? I was expecting sana na pwedeng sabayan ni female Petale, si Rogue DR dito. Pero tingin ko na member ng DR list, tapos pangalawa si Rogue sa kanya. Actually, hindi pa nga nakaakali si Rogue DR dito. Paano pa pag nag-akalihan, 'di ba? As in, it's very easy to memorize the champions of these players, no? Paano pa kung naka-Darius, naka-Fiora si Jones DR dito? And ayun I feel nga na ang isang Shyvana, pag hindi mo nakuha yung DR mo, yung first DR mo, not just because of her passive, medyo nakawala ng sense yung kit niya. Kasi imagine if there are other alternatives kapag for your jungler, no? Aside from the Shyvana. That's the sacrifice you're taking for that Shyvana. Kung yung Shyvana nag-scale into the late game, unstoppable talaga yan. That is the battle plan. That is the game plan right there. The explosive cast, even Prismatic Equinus dito has dealt considerable damage. The explosive cast is good onto many champions except for that Olaf, no? I can always see an Olaf na kaya talagang brasuhin ang Gragas because even there are some popular tank Gragas builds, it's not enough to actually mitigate the true damage na kayang ibato ng isang Olaf dito. Not to mention, mabagal-bagal si Gragas kung lakaran ng usapan. He has body slam. That's a good dash. That's a good form of escape. Pero Olaf, given the right movement speed at talagang pag nakadikit na, lalo pa, pag nahagip mo yung Gragas after the body slam, with that undertow, makukuha mo yung slow, you'll still be able to tag the Gragas, no? And again, you really don't stop the Olaf because of that Ragnarok. You only stop the Olaf using an Anivia, which is sadly wala pa sa Wild Rift, o kaya Trundle, o kaya Jarvan Cataclysm, no? So, there is that. Now, we look into the items, no? If you look into the items, makikita mo dito yung situation ng item din ni Female Fatale. That is supposed to be a Rod of Ages, no? Why is that Liandry's Torment, no? So, marami pang kailangang dito, asikasuhin, i-improve yung Oreo to at least go on to, at least maybe take a bite or maglabas ng pangil against the likes of DR Hellcats because DR Hellcats is really eating them alive. And It's a very very one-sided game. Ang nakikita ko na lang ditong ray of hope is sometimes tendencies ng team to actually shake things up a bit, especially when they have the lead. Kung yung DR Hellcats dito, if they have the lead, if they know this is sure ako na they will be entering game number 2 with such confidence that we might be seeing very very unique picks mula sa side ng DR dito. We might be seeing something aggressive, maybe a Piz, maybe something like a Z, or maybe a Piora, ganon. Basta something that can really scale up, something na pwedeng pambrasuhan. Lalo pa kung na-realize mo na I think we can take on this enemy with this level of confidence. I think we can fight them with this level of confidence. I think isipin ng DR dito, we can fight LNG with this higher risk pa. And the higher the risk, if you pull it off, the higher the reward, no? LNG needs to capitalize on that, no? My advice, still banda Akali. Do not focus onto Jones. Focus maybe onto some weak lanes dito ng DR Hellcats, probably the bottom lane. They can also target the jungle then. And also, do not put any risk on your composition. Pick staple ones. Pick Camille. Pick Diana. Gragas is good. Pick up a Braum. No? Pick up a Braum. Maybe even pick up a Lux, so to say. Or a Seraphine. That could be one, no? Not a Tristana. Oh my God. An Ezreal would be okay. Even a Jhin might be okay pa sa totoo lang. Or pick up a Kai'Sa na lang, di ba? Yun talaga. May first pick advantage dito yung LNG. Capitalize on that. So, and mga kaibigan, that's what we can say for a 12-minute game on a 17-0 format, no? Laban LNG, I mean, we always love to cheer for the underdog here. Pero of course, that will be a very, very high and tall feat to take if they are taking the likes of DR Hellcats. Should be the one for a night, guys. That should be our post-game analyst. We are excited to see game number 2 kung ano ang bawi, kahit konti man lang sana, ng LNG dito against DR Hellcats. Julian, Napz, and Vittorio, back to you guys.
Napakaganda lang mga analytics na nakikuha natin.
Na-analyze pa doon, no?
Pwede ba maging coach?
Pwede nga maging coach. Yan, di ba? Tapos tingnan natin dito, looking into the games na mangyayari. Because this is a best of 3 series. Siyempre, di ba? This is gonna be a best of 3 series. And makikita natin dito kung kaya pa bumawi ng LNG. Because definitely, it was a dominating match for DR Hellcats.
Mm-hmm.
So, going into round 2, syempre yung momentum magra-ride sa ating DR Hellcats over LNG. But still, malay mo, may pakulo dito yung LNG. May strategy na pwedeng ipakita sa atin na kayang ibawi yung kanilang loss going into that round 1.
Maybe nabigla lang din talaga sila. You know, invade magkabilaan talaga yung nangyari eh. You know? And this is na objective dito ng DR Health. Actually, expected na yun sa kanila dahil grabe ang kanilang practice, ang pag-e-ensayo. And for LNG naman, I think this is gonna be their first time to join the tournament, diba? Hirap talaga pag first time. But they learn their mistake that meron pa silang game 2 para magkaroon ng improvement. Diba? Yun yung sabi ni Sh1n Boo, just pick the Diana, Camille. Yan yung mga i-pick nyo. Kahit ako hindi ko kaya yun. Kaya ikaw malakas ka mo mag-Camille.
Actually, ayun yung hero na hindi ko ginagamit. Actually.
Even sa LoL PC.
Never ko siya ginamit actually. Kahit sa Wild Rift, di ko siya ginagamit.
Ang hirap niya, guys. And especially yung parang talent. Ano yung tawag mo sa skill na yun? Yung talent.
Hook shot.
Yung hook shot niya. Yung hook shot niya, ang sobrang ikli nun. Kapag di yun tumama sa pader, wala na. Legion niya. So, kailangan talaga na matinding practice. And even sa Wild Rift, ang hirap magkaroon ng mga practice na multiple champion. Talagang kailangan matagal kang mag-alun sa champ para lang mag-get. So, especially for me na recently lang nag-Wild Rift, diba? Hindi ako masyado nag-LOL PC. So, it's very, very new sa akin yung mga champion na yun. Ano napakaganda nung ginawa ng Riot na unti-unti nilang pinapakilala yung mga champs.
Yes, and there's a lot more champions ongoing to the Wild Rift before the end of the year. Gusto naman natin na there's already a champion pool ready. Kung gusto nyo makita, tingnan nyo na rin League of Legends PC. So, sa mga talaga mag-aspire as a pro team, kaya mo rin pag-alan yung mga heroes. There's a difference in Wild Rift and PC, but at the same time, halos parehas pa rin yung essence ng kanilang skill shots. So this is definitely gonna be definitely ito yung mga matches na kailangan natin pagtuunan ng pansin. Definitely, pati yung mga strategies na pwedeng applicable in other games pwede natin i-apply dito sa Wild Rift. This is a very, very very good MOBA kung saan kailangan mo talagang pag-isipan kung ano yung mga moves na pwede mong gawin.
Yes, and also I've actually interviewed one pro player. Yeah, sabi ko, parang ang hirap talaga maging sa BR lane yung role mo. Sabi niya, utakan daw talaga ang labanan dun dahil 1v1 kayo. Kailangan mo pag-isipan ko anong next yung galaw. Di ba nakakaas sila ba?
Okay, so this just came in. NG is gonna be withdrawing from the match. So DI Hellcats is gonna be the winner for this series. So
and also Finesse Sultana.
Yes, Finesse Sultana is already gonna be withdrawing from the tournament.
Ayaw nga pala, Finesse pala. RTZ.
I don't. Okay. So, she just got.
Yep. Trash talk me. Don't English me. I'm panicking. But this is it, guys. Ito na yung final. Ellen for the match. So, ang panalo dito is the DR Hellcats. And then, from our next game naman, RTZ underranks naman yung nanalo doon. Win by default.
Win by default. So, before anything else, before we end the live stream, gusto ko lang bigyan ng moment na pasalamatan ng ating sponsors. Siyempre, Liga Adarna Season 3 Women Rising is made possible and is co-presented by Smart Communications Incorporated, the Philippines' leading wireless provider, and it is powered by Entertainment. And also, remember guys, the best types of wins in life are meant to be shared and experienced together with friends. So with Smart Double Giga games, subscribers get 2 GB games every day for League of Legends, Wild Rift, Call of Duty Mobile, Mobile Legends, and FB Gaming. They can double up on building their skills for good games and good times with friends. So that's Double GG with Smart Double Giga games. Subscribers can register by downloading the Giga Life app or dialing *123# and choosing Double Giga.
Yes, thank you for that, Vittorio. And also, we would like to thank as well the Worldwide for Nature. Yun ang isa naming mga sponsor dito. Let's change the ending. Yun nga, let's save the Mother Earth. Yun nga, what time ba ang stream tomorrow, Kuya Vittorio?
Yeah, same time actually for today's. That's gonna be 11 a.m. So, syempre, keep on supporting the teams that have joined this Liga Adarna Wild Rift tournament. Definitely, this is still a very, very new game to the community, but at the same time, this is one of the best MOBAs I've ever played. So
yes, and very exciting MOBA ngayon sa mobile. So yun na nga guys, yung giveaway winner ba, ipopost na lang ba?
Yes, I think it's going to be posted after. Yeah, so it's gonna be posted. So yung mga nanalo, stay tuned sa ating Liga Adarna page. Siyempre dapat naka-like and share ka para makita natin kung talagang para makita mo kung nanalo ka.
Yes, and yun na nga guys, we were your shoutcaster for that wonderful game. I'm Julia Napz. Together with me is Vittorio, and our analyst is Sh1n Boo with one for an bonk links. And yun na nga, magkikita-kita ulit tayo bukas sa Liga Adarna Season 3 Women Rising.